Hello, VC, already back for a new video. I decided to show today my record collection from Scorpions. I really like the Scorpions. I really liked what they did in the 70s and then in the 80s, right? And probably then in the 90s, I stopped a bit listening to them. But look, for me, being, a kid and growing in east of France, where we were really close from Germany, I mean, people here loved the Scorpions, and they were as well touring in the region for almost each tour they did, and I have seen them probably 7 or 8 times over the last 30 years, right? So look, yeah, I will start right with the debut album from Scorpions, which is Lonesome Crow, and that's the original artwork it came with on the beginning. It's unfortunately not an original one. It's a reissue because the original ones are really difficult to find. It comes on the EMI label, and the original are coming on the German Brain label. Next one, still Lonesome Crow. That's I think a US press with a different cover, and this one comes on a transparent vinyl. Next one, the Scorpions. It's again Lonesome Crow, and it's just with a different cover. And this one comes on the Brain, but as you can see, it's not the green Brain label. Means that's a later issue from Brain. Next one, again Lonesome Crow still, but as well with kind of a different cover, and it comes on the Brain label as well. Then we are moving to the second album, which is, one of my favorite, if not my favorite album from the 70s, which is Fly to the Rainbow. I think I didn't say, but look, you probably all know Scorpions, and Scorpions. I mean, the 3 or 4, really for me main band members, right? I mean, Klaus Meine, who sings in the band, obviously. Then you had the 2 Schenker brothers, Rudolf and Michael Schenker, and Michael Schenker left later on to MSG. And you have Uli John Roth, which was the guitarist as well, and was singing on some songs. And for me, Fly to the Rainbow is the typical album from Uli. I mean, with the influence of Uli John Roth, right? So a really great album in my view. So, and this one comes on RCA label. I will not show the label on all of them because I think, there is nothing really special. Next one, In Trance, really nice album as well, nice cover. And, that's a two disc or 2 LP set, right? Which is, I think it's We Fly on the Rainbow as well, so it's just a mixed one. So I don't have Scorpions In Trance as a single LP. I should go for this one. Next one, I will not really show the cover because this cover, has been censored in many countries. It's Virgin Killer, and that's original LP with the original cover. And then, as it was censored, they did this one, which is, let's say the overcover they did on Virgin Killer. And yeah. So, and you see here the guys, right? You have Klaus Meine, Ulrich Roth, Rudolf Schenker, Francis Buchold, and Rudy Lenners. So Michael Schenker was not with them, not anymore, or not. I think he came probably a bit later. Yeah, he came after Uli John Roth, yeah, for sure. So that's another Virgin Killer, and that's the Argentinian version with the Spanish title, Virgin Asesina. Then we go to Taken by Force, still, yeah, with Uli John Roth, so that was before Michael Schenker, definitely. That's the live Tokyo tapes, which is a great live performance. And look, For me, you know, I mean, you have two live from Scorpions, which are in my view really piece of history, right? And this is one of them, and that covers somehow what they did in the 70s, right? So, and this one is the Japanese version of the Tokyo tapes. Unfortunately, I don't have the Obi strip riff, but the record itself sounds really great. It comes on RCA. The next one is the most renowned cover from the Tokyo tapes, right? Which again, really great album. Then we come to the, you know, 80s, but that's still probably Love Drive, still at the end of the 70s maybe, but it's kind of getting to their 80s style. So Love Drive, yeah. Then this cover as well was censored because that's the Love Drive version, US version. Then you have Animal Magnetism, which is a really strong album as well from the 80s, right? And yeah, as well, you know, a cover which is a bit special. Then Blackout, which is, yeah, look, I would say after Fly to the Rainbow, probably my second preferred album. And, you know, Fly to the Rainbow for me is really the album from the 70s. And Blackout will be really, for me, the the album from the 80s era. Then Blackout again, and that's as well Argentinian press with the title in Spanish, Apagón. Then we come to the more commercial era with Love at First Sting, but still a good album. Worldwide Live, I mean, look, that's the second live album, which, look, in my view, again, a piece of history. It's a great album. I think, and that covers, you know, basically all records after Taken by Force, right? All the songs, I mean, starting with all the albums I showed before, Animal Magnetism and all of those, right? So really great recording and you know, really great live album. Then Savage Amazement, Crazy World. So look, that's really the era where they got really renowned, I think, for the wider audience with the title song, which was really famous, which is yeah, that's the song. Well, I should know that my wife is crazy about this song. It's not Crazy World, Wind of Change, right? Wind of Change, sorry. Yeah, so I should have known that, right? Wind of Change, which was, yeah, the change after the wall in Berlin fell down, right? So, and that's really the era where my wife started to like Scorpions, and I started somehow not to like Scorpions anymore, right? Or not as much anymore. And because of this song Wind of Change, which they did, you know, that was probably a big success from Scorpions back in the day. And I have seen them live during this tour. I think, if I remember correctly, it's the first time I saw them live. I was probably 16 or 17 years old during the Crazy World tour. And yeah, but then, as I mentioned before, I have seen them several times later on, and I'll always enjoyed their shows. Face the Hit, so that's a later album from Scorpions, and that's an original press as well. And then again, look, I stopped to buy the Scorpions album, so I have all the albums probably until Crazy World, or maybe Face the Hit just came after this Crazy World, so you know, that's where I have all the record. And then I picked up a few of them, right? But for me, yeah, it's not the Scorpion I really like anymore. So Return to Forever, they're not bad, it's not bad albums, but for me there is nothing really standing out. That's MTV Unplugged, right, which is Yeah, good, really good album. I think. Look, they play all their older songs and everything is unplugged, so that's fine. Then I have some EPs or singles. Uh, Don't Believer from Scorpion. That's the famous Wind of Change, but it's the Argentinian version as well, Vento de Campo. And then some best of. So that's best of from the 70s, best of volume 2 covering the end of the 70s and the early 80s. That's best of Rockers Ballad, another best of from Scorpions. And that's a kind of box set with, I think, if I remember correctly, the three first, or I think Lonesome Crow is not on this one. It starts with Fly to the Rainbow, but then you have, the two following albums as well. So that was my Scorpions collections. Thank you for watching. If you're not a subscriber, I would highly appreciate your subscriptions. And if you like the video, if you want to comment, I always like to read your comments. Please leave a comment, leave me a thumbs up, and see you soon.